A few days ago, we got some fight announcements. Those being Aldo versus Zahabi, Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree, Gaethje versus Fiziev 2, Silva and Bryce Mitchell, and also I'll be giving my thoughts on the rematch between Merab and O'Malley that very well might be happening. First, Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zahabi. I'm sure all of us don't want to see this. Who could I think of for Aldo? I could think of Santagan, Umar Nurmagomedov, Henry Cejudo, and, well, there was Dominic Cruz, but he just retired. But there's a lot more guys Aldo could have fought than Zahabi. Like, we care about Aldo. He has value. And Zahabi doesn't really have that same value. So I just hope that Aldo redeems himself with this performance. It's pretty safe to say he wins, in my opinion at least. I think he did get robbed against Mario Batista because Mario did not win any of the exchanges. He just held him up against the cage. I'm talking about when he held him against the cage, those exchanges and the grappling, because he couldn't take him down once. So I'm going to say Aldo wins this fight. Now, Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree Jr. This is a pretty interesting fight. Jamal Hill is back already. It was January since he last fought, but it's February now, about to be March. And yeah, I did take a good bit of damage against Yuri Prohaska, but Khalil also took a lot of damage with Pereira. So that's that for the fight. It's actually kind of tricky. I see a lot of comments saying Jamal's it's going to be a piece of cake for Khalil because Jamal's back already and he took a lot of damage against Yuri. But Jamal Hill, this is a style that could be kind of beneficial for him. His high kicks will be more available, his teeps, and I feel like Jamal Hill with frame advantage is a lot better. So I actually might lean Rountree a little bit because I think he is very dangerous because, well, he has a high guard and could pose some problems. He could close the distance well, and Jamal Hill, sometimes he doesn't keep his hands up, which isn't really the best when you're fighting Khalil Rountree, but I do still expect him to make improvements, so it's pretty tough to say I might edge Rountree a little bit, but it's a great fight. They found an opponent for Justin Gaethje, that being Rafael Fiziev, for a rematch. Fiziev took it on 1.5 weeks' notice for UFC 313, and they changed it from a 5-rounder because this was supposed to be Gaethje versus Dan Hooker, so they changed it to a 3-rounder because Fiziev is coming on short notice. This is, well, it's a rematch. We saw this fight before. It was a really good fight. Very close. Maybe it could have gone to Fiziev, but they gave Gaethje the decision. So, and on short notice, I'm not sure if Fiziev's gonna be as good. I feel like his chance is gonna have to be to catch Gaethje in the first round. He isn't really known for his cardio. He's known for not having great cardio, so this might be a 3rd-round finish from Gaethje, maybe a 2nd round, but Fiziev, he's a good fighter, but they brought the violence here. Like, the whole thing with UFC 313, brace for violence, and they found somebody that will bring that style, so I applaud them for that. This fight got made yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Silva had a great fight, great performance with Melsik Bagdasaryan, 1st round TKO, very impressive. And Bryce Mitchell, his last fight was with Kron Gracie, UFC 310, which he performed pretty good, but Kron Gracie isn't known for the best things in the cage. So it's an intriguing fight. Gene definitely has the power to knock Bryce Mitchell out, either 1st round, 3rd round, any point in the fight, he could probably do it, but as long as it stays standing, which is probably the concern for Silva because he can be out-grappled. We've seen it with Charles Jourdain, which, first of all, is not a real heavyweight. He just moved down to bantamweight, and he isn't really a dominant grappler either. So I'm sure Bryce Mitchell could probably get his grappling going in this fight. Might find a submission, TKO, but if it stays standing, then probably Gene Silva will win, but I might say Bryce Mitchell out-grapples him. And finally, Merab versus O'Malley 2. This isn't confirmed, but it's looking like a possibility. Dana White said, "We want to give the people what they want," and they seem to want Merab versus O'Malley 2. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. I know I don't, and a lot of people really don't want to see that, so I don't know why he's on about this, but maybe the rematch will happen, so that's not really ideal. I'm not interested, really, because O'Malley, it was kind of disappointing from O'Malley. He just got taken down really easily and out-grappled. It was a close fight. I don't know how close. There is an argument for O'Malley, but it's not the strongest. So, but yeah, with Merab's performance over Umar, like, he's gotten some more hype around him. And with a rematch with O'Malley, which wasn't really a great fight, I'd like to see Merab having... Actually, I think O'Malley should have fought Jan in a rematch, and winner that can fight for the title, because then they'd be building themselves back up more. Jan would raise his stock, and O'Malley would kind of redeem himself if he won. So I'm not really interested by the rematch right now. And if it does happen, I'm probably going to say Merab wins that. So that's what I think of those. That's what I think of those fights, and thanks for watching.